So in today's video, we've got another interesting break building talk through. So I think even if you're just starting out in the game, these are excellent videos because it gives you an insight into the way a snooker player thinks when they're trying to compile these breaks. So I'm going to go ahead and start this video. I've actually got two camera angles in this video just to make it a little bit more interesting, and you'll see some of the different angles and things by flicking between the two cameras. So let's start the video then. So I'm starting off here and I'm on this red to the middle, playing a little screw shot for the black. I've actually immediately tried to leave an angle here so that I can go into the pack of reds. The reason I'm doing that is I've got a red to the left and right corner pockets, so I feel like I'd be unlucky not to land on one. So straight into the reds, top and right hand side on that shot, as you saw on the screen, to get the white ball to arc into the pack of reds. And straight away I've got a fantastic split there. The only problem I've got here is you can see that I haven't really landed on anything very easy. So I'm just looking around, I'm just making sure, I'm just looking from this point of view here. And I'm also going to come round and just look right round the other side of the table, just so that I have a good look, see what shots are available. And I've decided that the only shot I can play really is this red with the rest. And it looks as though it's a natural angle, so if I just play just above centre, just a natural angle, I should just be able to get this red and just come in behind the black for the black into the same pocket. So that was just a natural angle in the end. It wasn't an easy shot using the rest, but at least it was a nice natural angle. Now here I'm just playing to go up the centre of the table, actually not quite, I didn't want to stun it quite as much as I did there, I wanted to go a little bit wider. The bottom red of those little three in a line there actually went to the right corner, and I was trying to land on that one, but I always knew I had this one right over the corner here as a backup. So nice and low on the cue ball, making sure I screw the white out away from the pocket. And as you can see there, little bit tentative there. I was a bit scared that I'd over screwed very slightly, but I'm just about okay here. So I can reach over here using a bit of right hand side to send the white wide off the black cushion there, so I've got the red into the same pocket. Again, slightly underhit that shot for the red that I wanted to play for, but this is the beauty of talking through these break building shots. I knew I always had options here. Now this red, watch how still I keep on this red, so I play the shot, stay down on the shot until I see that the red has disappeared. So really important discipline to have, to try and, when you've got those shots that are little mini recovery shots, tough little shots to the middle, make sure you stay down on the shot so that you can watch the ball into the pocket and get your feedback. So a bit of a stun run through here on the blue. So playing nice and confidently, and that leaves me on the red closest to the pocket now. So once I move this one, I should be nicely on the black again. So I'm just playing a little stun shot on and off the cushion. And actually what happens here is I pop the red really, really thick into the pocket, which just doesn't generate the angle. So I'm a little bit disappointed there that I potted the red a bit too straight, which meant that the white didn't bounce on and off the cushion. So now I've got a little mini recovery shot. Know that I'm going to land on a red using topspin. Obviously having to play top because I'm on the cushion, and putting myself on and off the cushion into an area where I can't fail to be on that red into the opposite corner. So rolling through here, making sure I leave a high angle on the black. I've got 2 or 3 reds I can bounce up to. So going through, leaving that high angle, and now I've got a red that goes into the same pocket that I'm about to pop the black into, another red that goes into the bottom right corner. So putting the white into that area. So I'll put the white up that area. If I hit that shot a bit harder, I've got the red furthest to the right of the table as we looking. Because I've landed on this red nicely, and it's a good opportunity here. You just see I've got the angle to flick off another red. So by doing that, I've just brought another red into play now and landed on the black nicely again. Now I'm actually playing to screw into the red, not directly above the black, but the one just to the left of that. I'm playing to screw into that red, which should leave me on a choice of 2 or 3. And I actually hit the wrong red there. You can see I screwed into the one right in the centre of the table. Now I'm just looking here, I'd love that red next to the pink to go, because that's obviously the easiest shot from here, but the more I look at it, I'm trying to convince myself it goes and it doesn't, which is a little bit disappointing because I'm going to have to play this recovery. Now again, up into the green pocket with the red, keep very, very still, believe that you're going to pop the ball. It's all about just doing your absolute best on those recovery shots. and that red just wriggles in nicely, and now I'm back in excellent position on the blue. So a little bit straighter on this blue than I want it to be, so I can't really do much with the white, so all I can do is just roll forward in a straight line there, leaving myself on this red here. Now I'm just going to screw across the face of the black here, so it's a bit of a stun screw shot. It's not really a pure screw. All about timing and feel on these. You have to play enough of them so that you know how hard to hit them to get that bite on the white and stay nice and close to the black like that. Now again, I've got 3 reds to play for here. If I come through the gap that you'll see with the white here, up into that area, I've got the red to the bottom right corner, red that's closest to the cue ball, which I've landed on, you can see here quite nicely, and I can just screw onto the pink. So I'll just play a little screw shot onto the pink here. Now again, perfectly on the pink, just a little screw back for both reds again. I can play for the red just below the pink, or the red furthest to the right of the table. Now because I overscrewed very slightly there, I just got into it a fraction more than I wanted to, I'm going to take the opportunity to move this red at the side of the table. It's always going to be one of the more awkward reds. So let's play it now and get it out the way, holding on to the black nicely. Now what I'm trying to do here is bring the white just to the left of the pink as we're looking, and leave myself a little bit short on this red that you'll see in a minute to move the awkward red off the cushion. So at this stage the frame is safe. I know I've won the frame because I'm already up to 83 points here. So I'm already thinking now about, can I get balls off cushions and complete the clearance and go for a really big break. So I've left a bit of an angle here to move this awkward red off the cushion. And if that would have gone just a little bit further, I'd have been nicely on the black. And as it happens, I've got, again, just a bit of a recovery shot now on this pink to the yellow pocket. But again now, the red that I just moved off the cushion does actually pop now. If I get right behind it, that will pop. So again, you see me staying down on that shot when I played that pink to the yellow pocket. Always a great habit so that you give yourself the best possible chance of potting the ball. There's no movement, no anxiety there. Just say, okay, this is a recovery shot. I'm going to keep nice and still. If it goes in, great, I can continue the break. And if it doesn't, I know I did my absolute best. So a little screw shot onto the pink. And I had choices there. It didn't really matter whether I landed high or low on the pink, because I could have played for the red closest to my bridge hand now. But I've landed nicely on the pink to just stun across for that red into the opposite pocket. And now I'm playing down just for a little angle on the black actually here to just then stun in behind the red. So you'll see that I'm just playing here to just play a little shot just across to the black. Look, can you see I've landed a bit straight there? But the pink, as I look at that, lovely angle just to drop it in, just plain ball, and that does take me to that red. So it just takes me nicely over to that red, and that's the century as well there, that's 104 points. So it'd be great now if I can complete this clearance as well. Nothing I can do with the positional side of this shot other than just drop this red in dead weight, because they're too difficult into middle pockets. Now if you look at my grip hand at the back of the cue on this shot, can you see the way there's a lot of cue sticking out the back there? And that's because my bridge length is so short because I'm having to cue off the cushion. So always remember to bring that bridge hand forward so that you've got your arm in a nice vertical position when you're cueing off the cushion. So now I've got nice position on the colours, so it's a case of being confident now that I can complete my colours clearance. This is something that all snooker players should practice a lot. Clearing the colours from their spots shows you lots of different potting angles, gets your confidence up, and it also makes sure that when you're on a big break, maybe you're trying to get your first 50 or 60, maybe your first century, if you can clear the colours, you just add those 27 points right at the end of a break there. Now this shot I actually mishit. You see the cue ball, that's where I'm trying to hit on the cue ball. And I want to hit the side cushion first, and I actually accidentally hit a bit too low on the cue ball, which meant I hit the bulk cushion. Again, on this pink, keep incredibly still. Play the shot, don't move, and give yourself the best possible chance of the ball going into the pocket. And then just a little confident stun shot on the last black to finish off the break. And hopefully there you've got an understanding of, you can see there was several times there where I was playing on multiple balls, trying to bring myself into areas so that I wasn't just playing on one red. I always knew that if I underhit a shot slightly or overhit it slightly, I'd always got options. So that's when you're break building, that's what you're trying to do. Look for options all the time. And also you see that decision I made towards the end of that break where I decided to leave the white a little bit short so I could move a red off the side cushion, because that was the one that was going to stop me completing that break. So if you're looking to get over that first century barrier, I know that's a high standard of play, but if you're that player that's making 70s and 80s and you're looking at getting over that century break standard, then you need to think about moving those awkward balls off the cushions a little bit earlier. That's what then takes your break building to that next level. So as always everybody, if you did enjoy this video, please remember to give the video a like. Please remember to subscribe, that really helps me to just keep this content coming. And as always, thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.